Released by Tajfel et al. 1971. A sample of 48 boys aged 14 to 15 years old were asked to rate 12 paintings by the abstract painters Paul Klee and Vasily Kandinsky. They were not told during the test which artist had painted which painting. So the boys were then randomly allocated to groups and then told that they had preferred either Klee or Kandinsky. Each boy was then given the task to award points to two other boys, one from his same group and one from the other group. Now, the only information that each boy was given was code numbers and the name of the group of the two boys they were supposed to award. There were two systems of awarding points that were employed by the researchers. Now, in this one happened that Tajfel, who's the researcher, created a point allocation system. This was to test how specific variables could influence the boys' choices of reward. Number one, maximum joint profit, giving the largest reward to members of both groups. Number two, maximum in-group profit, giving the largest reward to a member of the in-group. Third, maximum differences, giving the largest possible difference in reward between a member of the in-group and member of the out-group. Now the way that this actually worked is as follow. If a Klee member chose a high value for another Klee member, it would give a higher profit to the out-group. If a Klee member chose a mid-range value for another Klee member, it would give the same points for the other group. If a Klee member chose a low value for another Klee member, it would avoid only 1 point to the other team. Now the results showed that maximum joint profit had very little effect on the boys' choices. However, when the boys had a choice between the maximizing profit for all and maximizing the profit for members of their in-group, they clearly favored their own group. When they had the choice of maximizing the difference in reward against profit for all, the boys were willing to give their own team fewer points with the goal of maximizing the difference between their in-group and the out-group. Now, this was a bit surprising since it meant that boys left the study with fewer points than if they had given each other the most points possible. Tajfel concluded that out-group discrimination is very easy to trigger and that once it has been triggered, we have norms of behavior that include discriminating against the out-group. One of the most obvious conclusions that we can draw from this experiment is the natural tendency of members of a group to favor their in-group. Tajfel demonstrated that a minimal group is all that is necessary for an individual to exhibit discrimination against an out-group. Priming or the priming effect occurs when individual's exposure to a certain stimulus influences his or her response to a subsequent stimulus without any awareness of the connection. I hope this is clear and there are many different examples of how this priming works. I'll just give you an example here. For example, exposing someone to the word yellow will evoke a faster response to the word banana than it would be to unrelated words like television, obviously, right? So because yellow and banana are more closely linked in memory, people respond faster when second word is presented. Well, I hope you liked my video and understood the concept well. I have all my IB Psychology ERQs and SAQs video available. Please refer to that to learn how to write your answers and click on the subscribe button so that you don't lose the channel where you get all the IB Psychology material.